Instagram where the movie started, facing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere.
I was walking with the ghost.
Hi, this is one of my favorite places that I've visited because the drive is amazing. Welcome to the hidden gardens here. It's called Plas Cadnant, and today they're open to the public, but you get to do 2-meter social distancing rules, and I'm so excited that I'm back here. You know what, this was damaged because of the flood a year ago, but now they're able to do so. Let me just give you a quick glance of how big this whole garden is when you get to walk down here. Welcome to Plas Cadnant Hidden Gardens here in North Wales, and I'm really excited that I'm back here. It's been such a wonderful visit here the very first time a few years ago, and I am back here again. My hair has grown with it, and I'm so excited. Come on, join me as we explore the beautiful gardens. Wow. As you enter here, you're going to do a track and trace, so you get to give your registration and number so that you can then tell the people of what's happening. So here I am. This is the entrance to the Plas Cadnant. So this is the tea room here, and then this is the main entrance here, which is always one that gives me excitement because I'm so excited. Hold on, my trigger is not working very well. Welcome to the Plas Cadnant Estate Gardens. The estate's gardens were developed in the 1800s by the family who owned the land but had been left to grow wild since the 1940s. In the 1990s, renovations began to uncover and restore the overgrown areas, and in 2010, Anthony Taverner was honoured by the Campaign for the Protection of Rural Wales for his work. The garden consists of 3 sections: a walled garden containing a water pool, a secret valley garden in which waterfalls and river can be found, and an upper woodland garden. In December 2015, during heavy flooding, water damaged large parts of the garden, including the destruction of an original 200-year-old wall and a number of rare plants. Repairs began on the affected areas of the garden in January 2016. The land at Plas Cadnant began as a farm in the 16th century, and by the Victorian era had become a country estate. The estate deteriorated during the second half of the 20th century until it was purchased in 1990 by Anthony Taverner, who began renovations on the buildings and grounds. While his intentions were to open the estate as a business, he describes the renovation work as a labor of love. Taverner aimed to restore the gardens in the picturesque ideal, aiming for an early 1800s style. By 2006, Taverner had opened a hotel service on the grounds via a number of self-catering cottages, previously only open by appointment. The gardens were opened to the public in 2011, and a tea room and a visitor center were built. Plas Cadnant is an historic country estate in Menai Bridge on the Isle of Anglesey. The buildings were Grade 2 listed in 1967. The Georgian house dates from 1803 when it was built by John Price as his family home. The listed buildings also include Cadnant Lodge at the entrance of the estate, a range of domestic outbuildings which are thought to predate the Georgian house, and an ice house. Well, as you descend here, this is like a hidden sanctuary. You get to see some Asian heritage of bamboos, age-old trees, then, you know what? It's so romantic. I can just imagine myself getting lost here. And even on a not so sunny day here today, it's just beautiful. The serenity, the peace, the calmness of this beautiful garden is absolutely one of a kind. And then as you embrace the serenity here, you feel like you suddenly get re-energized because you can hear the sounds of the brook, the stream which is down the bottom here, and perhaps nature is just a perfect... Oh, see, I just heard the sound of the birds. This to me is paradise, and I love it so much. Time I come down here, I just feel like I'm Adam because I can be lost in this beautiful spot. And you know what? The last time I was here, I got lost amidst the very tall giant leaves of the Ganera. There they are. And I remembered poking my head in one of those leaves a few years ago, and it was really fascinating. And now here I am. I'm in a sense of peace. I wish this is my garden. I'll just totally be lost here every day of my life. So the falls down there, and here, what more can I ask for? This is paradise. This part, you go down, which takes you into the viewing deck. If you are not brave enough to walk to the water section of this garden, then just go up here to the viewing deck. And then you have a chance to see the waterfall from here. Okay. That was the entire length of the garden that was down there earlier. And all of that covered amongst those trees. Is where I was walking around to be this part of my walk to explore. So here I am at the viewing deck here at Cadnant, Plas Cadnant, the hidden garden. And it's always been a fascinating adventure because when I came here the very first time I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it much more now. It's not too crowded. People are just practicing social distancing this time of the quarantine because of COVID-19. But here I am, enjoying the views from here. Going down the 39 steps to be in this quiet sanctuary of a spot where you can get lost. I like to get lost here. Oh my god, it's wobbly because my machine isn't working anymore, so I'm using my own hands. just to show you the beauty of this particular spot. Here we go. So I got here into this spot and it's very serene, it's so quiet, and you can enjoy coming up and down the steps. If you want to listen to the sound of the brook, this particular spot of Plas Cadnant Hidden Gardens, it's just really amazing. You know what? I feel like I'm the tiger, I'm the cat exploring this quiet zone. And to be in here makes you just feel so happy because I am back here after this has been damaged with a flood for a long, long time. Mwah. That is, when you came to the entrance earlier, that's what you get to see now. There's a whole stretch of topiary, and it's just like a formal garden this side of Plas Cadnant, and then there's more steps so people can go through. This part of the garden, you're just free willing. You can explore however, wherever, and end up in the tea shop at the very end. And then you can rest for having been treated to a wonderful paradise here in Wales. So here we go. The little trip here has finally come to an end. Well, the weather held on and I was not soaked by the rain. And I'm so happy. Even without the sun, you still get to appreciate the beauty here in Plas Cadnant. And I hope you to try to visit here because this hidden garden is truly a gem of a find. Until then, and I'll see you in my next garden adventure, only here in Just the Cut.